Most of what an officer says to you at the side of the road cost you nothing. One sentence costs you money immediately, whether or not you have done anything wrong. We're seizing the vehicle. And from the moment that is said, there is a meter running that does not stop for your explanation, your paperwork, or the fact that you turn out to have been right all along. £192 to remove it. That is the statutory charge for an ordinary car or light van, and it applies the moment it goes on the truck. £26 a day to store it. And the regulation says for each period of 24 hours, or part thereof, which means an hour into a new day is a full 26. And here is the part that filled my comment section, in the same words over and over from people it has already happened to. You can pay every penny of that, having done nothing wrong at all. So tonight, what happens in the 90 seconds before it leaves, and what you should take out of it? Exactly what you have to produce to get it back, and the one document people turn up without the 14-day clock nobody mentions at the roadside, and the honest answer to the question everybody actually wants, which is whether that money ever comes back. My name is Oliver Bennett. I am a criminal defence solicitor, and I've spent 15 years in police stations and courtrooms in England and Wales. This is general information about the law in England and Wales. It is not legal advice, and I am not your solicitor. Scotland runs its own scheme, and I have not checked it. So tonight is England and Wales only. And I want to say where this one came from, because it was not my idea. I went back through the comments on this channel, over 1,000 of them. And the same question came up again and again, always with the same tone of voice. You're left stranded at the roadside at night, miles from home. What then? You've done nothing wrong. You pay somebody to get you home, you pay to get to the impound, then you pay again to get your car back. How is that legal? And if it was insured all along, can I claim the storage costs back? Those are real comments, word for word. And I have made videos about the moment of the stop and the moment of the seizure, and never once about the 4 weeks afterwards. So that is tonight. First, where the power comes from, because it is narrower than people assume, and there is a step in it most drivers do not know exists. Section 165A of the Road Traffic Act, 1988. A constable may seize a motor vehicle where a person fails to produce a licence or fails to produce evidence of insurance, and the constable has reasonable grounds for believing the vehicle is or was being driven unlicensed or uninsured. And here is the step. Before seizing it, the constable must warn you that he will seize the vehicle if evidence is not produced immediately. A warning. Snorts. It is not a courtesy, and it is not an officer being decent. It is written into the section. And there is an exception, which is that no warning is required where it is impracticable to give one. So I'm not going to pretend it is an escape hatch, but it does mean you are ordinarily entitled to a moment. The seizure is not supposed to be the first you hear of it, which is the whole of tonight's advice, compressed into one line. Use the moment. So the 90 seconds, because everything you do in them is free, and almost everything after them is not. 1, if the evidence exists and you can get to it in that moment, get to it. The warning is specifically about producing evidence immediately. A screenshot of the certificate on your phone, an email from the insurer, the app, none of that is a legal document, but all of it is a reason for an officer to check again before a truck is called. 2, if it is going regardless, take your documents out of the car, not the vehicle's, yours. The V5C if it is in the glove box. Anything with your name and address on it. You are going to be asked to prove ownership later, and it is a great deal easier to do that from your kitchen table than from a compound. 3, take what you actually need out of it. Your medication, your glasses, your house keys, which people forget, are on the same ring. Anything a child or a dog in that car needs tonight. What you should not do is start emptying the boot into the road while an officer waits. Take what matters calmly and leave the rest. And 4, which takes 15 seconds, and I would do every time, photograph the vehicle before it goes. All 4 corners, the wheels, the mileage on the dash, it is going onto a truck and into a yard. And if it comes back with a scrape that was not there, the only person with a before picture will be you. And ask and write down which recovery operator has it and which station the seizure notice names. Because that notice is the thing that tells you where to go. And a piece of paper handed to somebody at the side of a road at 11 at night is a piece of paper that gets lost. Now the money, and these are not made up numbers or a local arrangement, they are set,